We're with Andrew Yang, running for president, obviously just spoke at Hall of Fame dinner. First, just generally, you've had some positive momentum. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I'm talking about the real problems that Americans can see around us that we're experiencing on the ground. And so by focusing on the problems and then real solutions, it's a breath of fresh air to many Americans who want to try and actually improve our own lives and get beyond some of the political talking points.
Specifically, just yesterday we unveiled a progressive economic pledge. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it yet, but do you think you'd sign on to that pledge?
So I am so aligned, as you know, with everything on that list. I have like a slight difference in approach on a couple of them. For example, I want to give every American worker $1,000 a month, which would be a $6 an hour raise for everyone. It would also include caregivers and parents, people like my wife who's at home with our 2 kids. So it's a different way of getting money into the hands of workers. I completely agree that no one should be working full-time and be poor in this country, but I have a slightly different approach. And so when you look at the language, then it's like, oh, do I sign on because I'm just trying to give people cash and not have it go through the employer? So I'm spiritually 100% aligned with everything on that list, getting money out of politics, healthcare for all, getting the cost of education down, and making sure that people aren't swallowed up by this mountain of debt. But some of the mechanics, I have like a slightly different approach, and I'm not sure if I'm meant to sign based on the spirit or if the mechanics are actually like the...
No, it's okay, and that's why we have these conversations so we can flesh them out. One is Medicare for all. What's your take on that?
So I am pro-Medicare for all. It's insane in the richest, most advanced economy in the world that we have people who are struggling with meeting their basic needs on the healthcare front. And the people who think we don't have the money haven't looked at the right numbers. We're spending twice as much as other countries to worse results. So I am 100% for Medicare for all, get the access up, get the cost down. We can save a ton of money.
And how about Green New Deal?
I am 100% on board with the vision and agenda of the Green New Deal. I think that that's a kind of ambitious proposal we need to try and move society in the right direction.
In specific for this pledge, it's to get off of fossil fuels in 10 years and create millions of jobs by rebuilding the energy infrastructure in this country. Does that sound right to you?
I'm for creating millions of jobs and rebuilding the energy and infrastructure in this country. I'd have a hard time agreeing to a hard timeline because I think that some of the facts on the ground might shift a little bit. But other than that, and so that's exactly the kind of thing where it's like, am I for the Green New Deal? Yes. Like, do we need to invest billions, hundreds of billions in a more sustainable infrastructure? Yes. Create millions of jobs? Yes. Like a 10-year time frame, I'm not sure when we'd get started in this process. I don't know when that would get signed into law.
Constitutional amendment to end private financing of elections.
Hell yes. I already signed the Wolfpack pledge. We got to get money out of politics. And then I would actually go one step further and put $100 of democracy dollars in the hands of every American citizen so we can actually wash out the lobbyist cash. Because we know whatever we do with Citizens United, the money's going to find a way to try and creep in. So what we got to do is we got to flood the lobbyist money out with citizen money and get 100 democracy dollars into the hands of every American voter.
How about college for all?
So as you know, I want to give every American adult $1,000 a month starting at age 18. And college has gotten 2.5 times more expensive in the last number of years, though it has not changed in quality. Sorry, college kids. Just got more expensive, didn't get a lot better. And so we need to forgive a lot of student loan debt. We need to try and get the cost of college down. But my misgiving about focusing on college as the sole path forward is that only 33% of Americans attend college. And so you're talking about a path that's not going to apply to approximately the bottom 2/3 of the population. We need to get the cost of college down, make it more affordable, get money into people's hands. But we also need to invest in vocational, technical, and apprenticeship training for people that college is not a good fit for. So I'm for giving everyone $1,000 a month, which would get the cost of education down in real life for everyone who decides to attend.
And the last part of the plank is higher wages, is $15 minimum wage, collective bargaining, and no corporate PAC money, so you represent real American workers.
Yes, and no corporate PAC money. Yes to rights to bargain and organize. I'm a very big union guy that way. And the $15 minimum wage, I 100% agree that no one should be working full-time and be poor. My concern about it is that it's going to hasten the automation of a lot of like the retail jobs and the jobs that are paying like $10 an hour. So I want to just give everyone a $1,000 a month raise, $12,000 a year, which would have the net effect of getting just about everyone's comp up to $15 an hour.
Right. So it looks like there's a couple of parts that it's going to prevent you from signing it, but I really appreciate that you gave the whole sense of your policies and addressed those issues. so that people have a full sense of where you stand. So thank you.
I am so spiritually on board with the pledge. I love TYT. I love the pledge. I love the passion activism. I love this guy. Love the fact that we have to present a positive vision for this country. And as you can tell, I am totally on board. And they're just like a couple of stupid wrinkles that would like make me feel bad because I feel like I wasn't actually like living up to the letter of it.
Yeah.
But absolutely love what you all are up to. And let's win the White House. Let's get that guy out. Let's get this guy in. Let's get this guy to become the official, I mean, I guess press secretary or the giant new.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Because he'd still be like, we have to hold that guy accountable, power to the people.
That's true.
And even though I like the current president, I still gotta choose the power. I get it.
That's right. You want to say hi to our guys?
I would love that.
Andrew Yang, everybody.